party classroom. I've really been looking forward to our English lesson today, and that is because we are going to learn about my number one favourite thing in creative writing. It is called personification. Have you heard of it before? I guarantee that if you can become confident using personification in your writing, you will absolutely wow your teacher or an examiner. So it's a really, really good thing. Oh, for goodness sake. Can you hear that? Oh, she's enjoying her singing. I live in an apartment and I live on the middle floor. And above me there is a lovely lady called Marjorie. And Marjorie is an opera singer. She is singing all the time. Marjorie! Oh, she's carried on. Marjorie! Marjorie! It's no use. She's said if her singing is ever a little bit too loud, that I just have to bash on the ceiling to make her be quiet. And I've got something I can do. I can use to do just that. It's an old lacrosse stick. Let's see if she can hear this though. She's so funny. Oh, there we go. Oh, she's stopped now. Good. Don't worry, children. She does know that I love her singing. She's a very good singer, but when I'm teaching, it is a little bit distracting. So I'm so sorry about that. But we do love to sing anyway, don't we, children? So I do appreciate her music, but maybe not when I'm doing my teaching with you. Anyway, what was I saying? That's right. We were talking about personification. It is a great tool to use to make your writing a lot more exciting. So, shall we have a go? Okay, are you ready to learn what personification is? Look at the word above my head. Look at the first 6 letters. What word can you see? That is a massive clue as to what personification is. That's right, it says person. Personification is basically when you describe an object, but you use human feelings, actions, or features to do it. As well as an object, as a little sneaky inside knowledge as to what really impresses teachers, it's also a great tool to use to describe weather. So let's think. Human features, feelings, or actions. I'm going to give you some examples. The sleepy stars winked at me. You know, when you look up in the sky and they're all twinkling, aren't they? The sleepy stars winked at me. Well, first of all, sleepy stars. Can stars be sleepy? Can they be sleepy? No, because stars do not have feelings. They can't feel anything. But it's nice, isn't it, to think that they might be sleepy because they come out at night time when we sleep. So that is a use of personification. There's another use of personification in that sentence. Can you see it? The sleepy stars winked at me. Well, they don't really have eyes. Stars cannot wink, can they? That is a use of personification because we are describing the stars, but we're using a description about something a human could do to describe them. So sleepy, that's a feeling, and winked is an action or a verb that a human could do. So we could say, the trees stretched out their arms in the breeze. Okay, the trees stretched out their arms in the breeze. Do trees have arms? Do they? No, they don't. Humans have arms. So we're using a human feature to describe the tree, and that's personification. And we're saying they stretched them out. So trees don't have a big stretch, do they? They are trees. They don't think, oh, my muscles are sore, I'm going to have a stretch today. They don't think like that. They're not humans. So if we say the tree stretched out its arms in the breeze, that is a use of personification. And again, I've used it twice. Now, you know how I said weather was another really good way to use personification. It really helps set the scene. Always try and use weather in your stories. Honestly, it will really impress your teacher. I can use personification in my weather description. The angry clouds loomed over the town. Well, are the clouds really angry? No, they're not, are they? That is using a feeling to describe them. So that's personification. The happy smiling sun looked down over the meadow. Is the sun really happy and is it really smiling? No, it's not. That's personification. The rain marched across the sky. Can rain march? Can it walk? No, it can't. That's something a human would be able to do. That's personification. So using personification is an amazing way to make your writing jump off the page. Do you see what I did there? Writing can't really jump, can it? Personification. Right then, I am going to bring you with me on, I suppose, a virtual school trip away from the party classroom to find some objects that we can describe using personification. Are you ready? Come with me. The cake teased me and cried, "Eat me!" The plant pressed its face against the window, desperate to see some daylight. My stubborn computer refused to work. Proudly wearing a shimmering headdress, the light shone with enthusiasm. Golden flames danced elegantly. Peeping up through the flower beds, the beautiful flowers were keen to see spring. The alarm clock screamed at me. A fun, feathery, fluffy fan gently kissed the top of the dressing table. Tired and weary, the lawnmower took a rest after cutting the grass. The hook clung bravely to the wall. Tap dancing, the typewriter's keys tippity tapped across the page. Peonies grew over, tickling the grumpy wall. Hugging the fruit bowl, the bananas looked delicious. Welcome back to the party classroom. I feel as though we have had a mini virtual school trip away from the classroom there. I quite enjoyed it. I hope you did. So, could you see what I did? We got lots of different objects and we personified them. We made them have human feelings, features, or actions. Now, what I'd like you to do is to have your very own go on your own doing this. You need a pen and a piece of paper, and you need to just go around your house and see if you can find 10 objects that you can personify. Put the object into a descriptive sentence and use personification as part of the description. It's a really good idea to have a practice of individual sentences because really you need to then apply this into longer pieces of writing. It's no good just being able to write 10 sentences. I mean, what are you going to do with that? You really need to be able to put it in a story or some really long descriptive writing, and it really will help create atmosphere and set the scene, which is always something important to do in English. So once you've done your 10 sentences, you might want to describe something in a little bit more detail. Try and write a paragraph. How many times can you use personification in it? Then if you're feeling really confident, maybe you could write a story. How many times can you use personification in that? Get used to doing it because hopefully after a while, just throwing it into your writing will become second nature. It is a really, really good tool to use. It's been so nice having you in the party classroom today. Keep working hard and learning all the time. Bye for now.